So when you are getting this invitation together for your non-fundraising awareness event, you've got a creative theme. I'm going to let Carol talk in a minute about Healing Strides. And it's in Roanoke, Virginia. They do equine therapy, right? So you remember the story of Anna who got on the horse? Carol's got 20 horses, 25? 25 horses. Veterans, kids with autism, kids with disabilities, people who are in grief, who are suffering. They work with these horses, and there's something that rewires their brain in a therapeutic way. But Carol says, we were talking, and she said, if people only knew, if people only knew, if people only knew about what we're doing for the Roanoke Valley. And I said, well, Carol, that's going to be the name of your awareness event, If You Only Knew. All right. Now, Carol, could you walk us through what happened on December 6th at Healing Strides?
I would love to. Thank you for asking. And Jimmy, this is awesome. I appreciate it greatly. I can just tell you guys, this organization is fantastic. Everything that Lewis said to me was going to happen has happened exactly like he said it was going to happen. That's pretty unusual. Down to, I had a professional editor edit our case document, and he said, oh, Carol, it doesn't really matter. You're going to find an error the day before your event. I'm like, I am not. I have had 6 people look at this with a professional editor. Guess what? In one place, we had too many F's in the word sheriff. So even that was right. So December 6th comes. It's a cold day. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, but it's cold. We have put blankets on the back of each chairs. We have rented heaters for the arena because we are out in our covered and closed arena. It is beautiful. We have had a positive response of 150 people. 80% of them I had never met before. DonorScope. Okay. Of those people that showed up, we had to set up extra tables and chairs because more people came than we expected, which was another phenomenal thing. At the end of that, I had a gentleman hand me a check for $10,000. I had a foundation who we knew was coming. They presented us with a check for $7,500. And so all of a sudden, it is coming together, once again, exactly like predicted. We had 70 people tell us no, they were not coming. Now you go, well, gosh, they're not coming. No. 70 people took time to tell us they're not coming. That is as important, if not more important, than the 150 that showed up, right? Because they took the time to say, hey, we know about your organization. We're interested in your organization. We just can't make it that day. So that is a beautiful, beautiful awareness event. And then before, we had it December 6th, and remember, people lose their brain, Christmas time, right, holidays? People were bringing me checks before the end of the year. And it blew my mind. So I had 5 of my county's representatives come. Tourism, the head county commissioner, supervisor. We had a proclamation that day, which was really wonderful. Economic impact. And they said to me, economic development, excuse me. They said, you're the best kept secret in our county. I'm like, I don't want to be. I don't want to be a secret. So that was a really big, unique thing. And then what was the other? Oh, the content of the day. So because of what we do, we had it set up so that they could actually meet some of the horses. And that was really lovely. We had one of our veterans speak about how he had been in services. We do a mental health program, and he had been in services for 4 years with us, had numerous suicide attempts, not while he was in services with us, thank the good Lord. But he was able to heal himself enough through our services and the horses that he is now a director of another program, which is really, really, phenomenal. We had a mom that gave her testimony about her child on the autism spectrum, that this child came to us with seeing a psychiatrist once a week, occupational therapy, speech pathology, and physical therapy every single week. And they said, you need to go to Healing Strides. And they said, I don't need a fifth therapy. Well, after the fourth person had told her to come, the child was brought to us. She didn't speak, had never really talked to anybody other than her mom. She was what we call a choice mute, and was explosive disorder, would jump off her horse and run away. Ended up biting her sidewalker, and the sidewalker bled, so it was a significant bite. And we were asked, some of my instructors, to discharge her. And we said, no, I will work with her. I'm not going to ask you to do something you're uncomfortable with, but I will work with her. That mom stood up there and told that story. That child is now 16 years old. And she said, because of the horse, we gave up physical therapy. Because of the horse, when you taught her this, we gave up occupational therapy. We started seeing her speak to her horse. Her horse was the first thing she had ever said, I love you to. That child is now a high school cheerleader. Yeah. All because of a horse. And so it's pretty phenomenal.
Carol, here's what I heard from Lewis, that there was one individual that was a leader who said he ends up at all sorts of events for nonprofits all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say something?
So he did. So that was our tourism gentleman, and he says he goes to events all the time. That's his job, right? And he said, Carol, from top to bottom, best event I have ever been to. Thank you, Lewis.